Hi and welcome to our new tutorial called How to Choose My Boiler. In this tutorial we are going to give you the basic instruction to make your choice. First, the problem statement. So we need to define a boiler for a home of 5 people. So we need to identify the boiler considering the type of fuel, the efficiency, the combustion system and the price. So we have made some assumption and approximation about the expectation of the family that is going to buy the boiler. So we suppose that the family wants a boiler that isn't expensive, whose efficiency is really good, and that doesn't consume a lot. So we have identified different types of boiler that we are going to present to you, and then we will give you the reason of a choice and why we choose this brand name and this model.
In order to achieve the main purpose of this project, we had to compare some types of boiler to know which one is the best option to satisfy a house of 5 people. Well, we had compare electric boiler, gas boiler and wood boiler. We have chosen gas boiler because it's energy efficient, it's really good, it is eco-friendly, and its installation it is not complicated as other.
This is a natural gas boiler schematic. It has 5 principal parts: the cold water inlet, the pipe coil, the burner, the gas valve, and the hot water exit. It works like this. The cold water enters and makes all this path around the pipe coil. The cold water enters, and when it's in the pipe coil, the burner transmits its heat to the pipe coil, and the pipe coil transmits its heat through the water. Here we can have, in the middle of the path, we can have in equilibrium the water, in equilibrium heat. Then it transforms into a highest heat temperature and makes all these path to our shower.
Now, the physical laws. We use the physical laws according to the assumptions we made. We use the zeroth law of thermodynamics, that is about the thermal equilibrium, and we use it because we applied heat in our system, and we wanted that the rise of temperature reaches an equilibrium. In other words, that the water at the pipe reach the temperature of 36 Celsius degrees. We use the first law of thermodynamics that asserts that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change forms. And we use the natural gas to transform it into a flame to warm the water. And finally, we use the second law of thermodynamics that gives us the direction and quality of the energy at the boiler.
Some of the properties of the boiler that we chose are: it can achieve to 35 to 40 Celsius degrees, it has a 92% of efficiency, the annual fuel consumption is 18 gigajoules, and the annual electricity consumption is 38 kilowatts per hour. And according to NG Maxi Gas and to the Federal Commission of Electricity, it means that it costs 1,134 pesos per year. It's less than 100 pesos per month. It can have gas or LPG. It's for larger homes. It can be wall mounted. It's the lowest NOx emissions in the market and has a display of lights to know if the boiler is working. It means that you can save all that you spend on the boiler in a midterm 5 to 10 years.
In conclusion, we decided that the best option was the natural gas boiler because it has the highest efficiency with a 92%. And what I refer to efficiency is that the boiler takes advantage of 92% of the heat that it produces, and we can solve the problem for the 5 people family. The boiler that was chosen was the Greenstar 42 CDI Classic ERP. It does achieve the expectations that were requested for this project. Another advantage of this boiler is that we can have a gas connection that goes from the home to the boiler, and it only uses the amount of gas that is needed. The American Environmental Association published statistics about 2012 winter, and they concluded that the cheapest and most effective boiler per capita was the natural gas boiler, so it agrees with our choice.